Hi! Hello there, my name is Gabriel Oppong-Mensah.
And I'm Eric Oppong-Mensah. If today is the first time you're watching this video,
kindly subscribe, like and share, and also click on the notification icon to receive updates on our next episode. Welcome to the Front Desk Season 1 and Episode 11 of My Daddy, My Twin.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving straight to action, we are going to be talking about reasons why problems passes from fathers to sons. And as we do it on the Front Desk, we are going to ask Daddy questions and it's going to give us answers that will blow your mind. So stay tuned as we ask Daddy the first question for today. And Daddy, our first question for today is, can you inherit a problem only from your biological father?
no.
Hey, that was a straight answer.
Yes, it's no. You can inherit it from your biological parents and you can inherit it from anyone that you see as a father.
So other father figures?
Yes, in your life you can also inherit problems from them.
Okay, so then in this context we want to know what is the difference between a problem and then a case.
Problems are self-induced. And cases are backed by spirits.
Okay, so meaning that problems are created by human beings?
Yes, with your own behavior, you go about things, you might
create a
problem for yourself.
Okay, so that is like a problem like what? What are some of the examples of problems? Like drinking,
like smoking, like womanizing of your parents or your father. If you are not careful and you behave anyhow and you criticize them, it might come upon you.
Okay, so that's a problem. Yes. But a curse can be the same thing, but this time it's being backed by spirits. Okay. That's serious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Daddy, we want to know that can you actually inherit a problem? What will cause somebody to inherit a problem?
If you criticize your parents or you criticize your father, you are likely to inherit a problem from him.
Like you find fault
finding is this, is that, and all those things. You always complaining and all that, you might inherit a problem.
No, but a quick one. A problem is something your father has created. But you will inherit it because you are criticizing him.
That is it. Your father is already, like your father has married 2 wives and you are in the house always criticizing you, this man, this. If you are not careful, finding fault and behaving anyhow, if you are not careful, you might fall in that problem.
You found a nickname for your father, you are calling him Homanizer. You will become an Homanizer very soon. Okay, so that what are some of the ways, like practical steps, that a son can walk or not move into prevent a problem?
Yes. Number 1, you don't have to criticize your father.
Yes.
Number 2, you have to accept him as your father, no matter how he is. Number 3, you have to pray, keep praying for him.
Wow.
If you accept him as your father, no matter how he is, you love him and you do things that he wants you to do. By so doing, he will also love you and it will help him to change from that behavior that the two of you will be living happily thereafter.
Happily ever after. Okay, so that just like the story about Noah and his sons. Okay, like Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened was that when Ham went to see his father drunk and naked, he started broadcasting it. Just like the children of today. If they see such a problem and they will start videoing, they will video and post it.
They will even go and be discussing their parents with their friends.
He saw it and he went to tell his brothers about it.
You see?
When he came, and the brothers did something.
Yes, you can see from the solution that the brothers used.
Yeah.
They took a cloth and look away. They didn't look
The
at
Bible
their
said they
father's.
used their back.
They didn't look at
Yeah.
their father's nakedness. They took a
went
cloth
backwards.
and went backwards and covered him. So if you see your father in that condition, most of the time, look away. Don't uncover their nakedness,
Yeah.
or don't put them to shame. If you see your father drinking, just look away and leave him. If you see him smoking, look away and leave him. I'm not saying
Don't
that
care.
means that you don't have to care about him. No, you care, but you look away in order to have peace with him.
With him. Yeah. Because me, I
That you will not get any problem.
I know
upon
a certain
yourself.
boy that his father is a soldier. And if he comes to the house and he wants to drink, the boy will be doing gay.
Yeah.
His father slap him something.
You see,
Yes, he cannot hear from there.
you see, he has
created a
brought
problem.
upon himself. He has brought problem upon himself.
Hey, this is a serious topic.
Yes.
That look like a problem is something that has been created. Just don't
Not
work.
by you.
Oh,
Not by you, but by your father. But if you are not careful, you will walk in the same problem. So these practical steps, when you do them, you avoid all those problems, and you will be free from the problems of your father.
So the practical steps is you don't have to criticize, acceptance, and prayer.
Yes.
Just so simple.
Yes.
3. Don't criticize. Don't criticize means don't find fault.
I would say it's 4.
It's 4. And the last one is
looking away. Looking away. Learn that also. That doesn't mean you shouldn't care. But you look away when you see him drinking.
Peace.
Yes, you see him drinking, you see him smoking, you look away, you let him do his own thing. At the right time, you talk to him and still accept him as your father. Show him love and pray for him. You will be free from problems.
So that the next question is very dicey. It's quite deep. The question is, if your father is dead and gone, can you still inherit problems, not cases, problems from your father? He's dead now.
Yes. It's yes and no. That is how I want to answer this question.
Yes and no.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, problems are self-induced.
Okay.
So as your father is not there, and you are not seeing his things and all that, with that, you can avoid any problem.
50% assurance.
That you can avoid those problems in your way. And it's yes also because the things of your fathers that he has done, and you are there criticizing the problems of your father. He is dead and gone, but you are still holding on to it.
Organized meeting.
You are still criticizing him and all that. Yes, you might inherit those problems.
Wow.
So that is how it is. Don't criticize him as he's dead and gone.
Yeah.
You criticize him, you fall in that problem as it's even gone.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And those that they think their parents are gone, so they live anyhow. Anybody that is a father in your life, your stepfather, your spiritual fathers, if you don't take good care of them, you don't honor them, you don't treat them well, you criticize them and disrespect them, you might fall in problems. As your father is even dead.
That's serious. Okay, so the last question is, so for a son to avoid this, all he has to do is not to criticize his father.
Yes.
So that's the practical steps is just don't criticize, accept, pray, and look away.
Yes.
If you've not learned anything today, you've learned that you don't have to criticize, you have to accept, you have to pray, and you have to look away. Okay?
Yes.
So then our question for today, all too soon, today's episode has come to an end. The question for today is, why do you think it's important to learn this topic? We are asking you, the viewers, why do you think it's important to learn this topic? The reasons why a father's problem would move to the son. Why do you think it's important to know? Then the quote for today is, The quote is a very, very fantastic quote. The quote for today is, let sleeping dogs lie. Let sleeping dogs lie. Meaning that don't go about looking for problems for yourself. So my name continues to be Gabriel Oppong-Mensah.
And I am Eric Oppong-Mensah.
And it's bye for now.